Hey there again, everyone. I'm Meteorologist Kerrin Jeromin. Thank you for popping in here to SnoCountry.com for this week's SnoCast. We've got a lot to talk about, including the return of cold air to the east. At long last, right? It's been a pretty tough February for a lot of the eastern and central U.S. Just a lot of warmth, and that's really done a number on our snowpack, unfortunately. But it does look like we'll get some cold air back in for this first week of March. And out west, including Canada and the U.S., Western Canada and U.S., we'll have a couple of systems that will bring us some snowfall and obviously plenty of cold there, so that's good news. Let's first start with the snow cover. So take a look at this map. This basically shows you the current snowpack as of March 1st. The deeper purples indicate deeper snowpacks, so we're doing just fine across a lot of the west where we've had just really a lot of activity this winter, and as you'll notice, again, kind of took a hit there through a lot of this warmth in February for the east. Granted, that is the case. There's still plenty of snow up across the Adirondacks, northeast Vermont, up into New Hampshire and Maine, and also in Quebec, plenty of snowfall there. Just compare that to this time last week. Again, kind of did a number here, but actually in the west we've improved quite a bit. Snowpack temperature, anywhere you see the red, that means it's generally a warm snowpack, which means it is kind of melting. Again, this as of the 1st, so hopefully we can change that up with some colder air and some more snowfall. So here's the pattern. We're looking at kind of up in the lower levels of the atmosphere, the temperature pattern. This takes us through the first few days of the month of March. So where you see the blue, generally a colder pattern, so snow cloud level, we'll be able to generate some snow here across the east and also across the west. You'll notice once again some warmth sneaking into the map, especially for the central United States. That may impact some of our Midwest ski areas. So that's kind of the pattern here for the first few days of March. So let's dig into the details. We'll start in the east and the Midwest. What can we expect? Well, you're looking at the surface. It's called a surface map. It's a weather forecast product. Something we can use as forecasters to see what's going on. This from the Weather Prediction Center. They put this out every day, so you can look this up online as well. And what I want you to focus in on is this storm system right here. This L represents low pressure, and that's a storm system. That's going to start to pull away over the next couple of days. This takes us through the end of the week and into the weekend. As that low pulls away, we're going to pick up more of a northwesterly or a cold wind for a lot of the Midwest and Northeast. So that's good news there, right? Return to some cold. The blue indicates some snowfall. So we will see some snow across, especially the higher terrain of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, even into New York, downward to the Great Lakes. We'll get some snowfall. And even off the Great Lakes here, we'll also see a little bit of lake effect snowfall. So that's kind of what we're looking at. By the way, just keep this in mind for later on when we talk about the West. There is a couple of storm systems rolling in here. A front coming in Friday for the Pacific Northwest, and then we'll have another one early next week, so something to look at there. So first we'll look at forecast model snowfall. We're looking at a model here, so this is not, hard fast. This is not the ultimate number. This is just kind of, again, what we use. We look at models and say, well, will it deviate a little bit? So we'll start with that. This is a forecast model, just picking up on some light snow. Again, as that cold air comes in, we'll probably get some upslope conditions. Probably will squeeze out a little more than what this shows. So a few inches perhaps across the greens of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, and also over the Adirondacks of New York. This through, late Saturday. Okay, so it's a model forecast. It's not a ton, but hey, it's cold air, so we will take it, right? Some of your best bets will tend to be the places where we had a lot of snow on the ground. Again, because of that warmth, we kind of did a number here. Some places like Jay Peak up in northern Vermont, Whiteface, Wildcat, those are going to be some of your best bets, I think, as we turn back to this colder pattern, and hopefully everyone can make some snow to get conditions better all across the east. All right, out west we go. Same deal. We're looking at forecast model snowfall. State of Washington here is going to be the best bet with all of this snowfall up across the Cascades. Again, a couple of storm systems just kind of plowing in here across the Pacific Northwest will make the bulk of moisture fall here across the Cascades for both Oregon and Washington. But you'll notice too, some of that snow kind of translates inward across the Bitterroots in Idaho, western Montana, maybe even up into Wyoming, getting some fresh snowfall. This again taking us through Saturday night. Okay, another storm system coming in Monday. We'll add on to these totals and probably get all the way down into the Sierra Nevada. So you've got plenty of options here for time frame. Best bets are on your screen there. Especially watch around Washington, White Pass, Stevens Pass, Crystal Mountain, Snoqualmie. All these are going to be great. And that, of course, stretching into Idaho and Montana, also Oregon, where we'll find some really good conditions. Final stop here, we'll take you to Canada. Because of those two systems coming into the Pacific Northwest, we will also get tons of moisture here. Keep in mind these are numbers in centimeters. Okay, so we're talking Canadian. Don't worry, we're not getting that much snow in inches. That would be insane. I mean, we'd take it, but that would be a lot of snowfall. So this is what we're looking at in centimeters, those highest totals across the coastal range, but even the interior range of the Rockies, we'll get some pretty solid totals. This takes us again through Saturday. We'll probably get a little more early next week. So your best bets are on the screen. East, you're not out. Well, you don't get a ton of snow. I've also highlighted Mount Blanc as a good bet for some fresh snow for the week ahead. So with that, as always, like to give our special thanks and shout out to Linden State College students, Christopher, Amanda, Scott. You guys are awesome. You're doing great work every single week. And for you at home watching, you'll hear more from them in the next couple of weeks with SnoCast kind of highlighting their work. So with that, that's your forecast and your SnoCast. I'm meteorologist Kerrin Jeromin. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Happy skiing and riding.